Hey there, I am Brant, and this is my three things for today. Three big romantic lies. Let's start with number one, and that is the idea that there is the one out there for you. This person that has been sprinkled with magic dust, and if you meet this person, you will be romantically fulfilled forever. Um, I don't know where we got that. I don't know who made it up exactly, but it's not in the Bible for people who are interested in that, and I certainly don't see any scientific basis for it. Um, so I'm not sure where we got that. And the problem with it is, it's not like just some innocuous thing. The problem with this is it short circuits what love actually is. Love is work. And some people would say, well, that's not romantic. The idea that I have to work at this. But that's the second lie. The second lie is that love as work is not a romantic idea. I think it makes it more romantic. Honestly, think about it, how difficult it is. And that's why you take a vow. Like if you get married, you take a vow in front of hundreds of people saying, I will not leave, because it's going to be really hard. But I think that's amazing. You're going into it with this flawed person who now is the one. As soon as you get married, that person is the one. And you're going to make it work richer, poorer, sickness and in health, regardless of the circumstances. Like I'm sticking with this person. That's that's pretty awesome. And the fact that it is work. We had some friends. She was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. They were in their late 20s, married couple, and they'd been married for a few years. And she was unable to walk or even basically function for herself. And it was so sad. But her husband told me that the struggle for him was I'm having to pick her up and bathe her. And it's not like a romantic thing, it's like work. This is not romantic. This is hard. And he said, I didn't feel like I signed up for this, but I did make this commitment. So this wasn't what I imagined when I got married, but this is what it's turned out to be. And he said, and this is why I won't forget this, he said that he noticed older couples, maybe you noticed this too, they're like 85 or 90 years old and they're holding hands. And he said, I think if you wind up a couple like that, where you're holding hands when you're that old, that it's because things happen like this, like dealing with that kind of sickness and having to carry this woman to a bathtub. Like, there's something about that. There's a lot of stories behind those held hands. You don't get to that point without a lot of stories together and a lot of challenges together and a lot of things you went through and you didn't give up. And I think that's deeply romantic, that tenacity. By the way, I've been married almost 30 years, and so I've learned some things about this. There are challenges no matter who you marry. I love my wife deeply. We've had a great marriage. But it's work, and there's something poetic about that. It's beautiful. The third thing, and this is a huge topic, but I'd just like to introduce the idea. It's a lie in our culture. The lie is it's unfair if God wants me to have unmet desires. Like somehow our appetite should be the final word. If I want something, I should get it in romance. And that if God has something like limits on any of our appetites, there's something wrong with that. I think it's a little odd because all of our appetites can be askew, and we all want things that ultimately can be destructive. And we all have unmet desires. Um, as a married person, if you're married, you know that there are desires that you should not act on or you will destroy your marriage. That's part of life. Living with unmet desires is life. It's part of being human. God cares about all of us, like so our finances, how we treat our friends, how we treat our neighbors, our physical condition. He cares about our emotions. He cares about all of this. So it'd be kind of weird if he didn't speak to this area of our lives and say, here's how I want you to thrive. Here's how I want you to live. And part of that's going to be unmet desires. And in the end, he said, he says, effectively, there's a huge wedding coming and it's going to be awesome. So I'll leave it at that. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching this, you guys. I'm honored you do.